Okay, so something else that I figured people would probably ask is how mechanics work in gangs. And to be honest with you, from what I've gathered, gangs work really in a very basic way. I mean, more or less, right? You've got ruin income, you've got your gang level, which you get, obviously as you increase the number of members you have. The main thing is for most people is territory, and they're wondering, how do I get territory resource income? How do I get this started? And the main aspect of what gets that started is you create distributors. And distributors allow you to basically, as people gather inside a distributor, you're gaining resources. So anytime you're building anything, building wise, or vice versa, it's all being done down here. Now, of course, you can see here, this is, one example of it. But of course, like here, for example, you can gather inside the junkyard, for example. Get yourself some gathering done. And pretty much that's kind of more or less how it works as far as the gang distributors go. I mean, obviously you've only got so many resources. It'll show down here on the bottom. So I'm like, for example, if let's say I wanted to make another distributor, I just have to be careful to make sure that the territory has enough resources. You can always go to gang warehouse and this will tell you approximately how much you have. Again, something else that comes up from time to time is what are the ruins? Again, you can just go to the ruins tab and it'll show you where the ruins are. So you can just click on this and then it'll tell you exactly where a ruin is. And then this ruin, okay, will give you a buff. So like here, it'll give you 5 population and there's that, right? You might be wondering what the gang events are. Again, these are all just events that fire off that you can do within your own gang. Again, total power of your gang is up there. You can always go to manage if you want to see, say, who has done what member has done what battle has occurred. That's all in the gang log. A rankings tab will tell you approximately how well your members are doing and what kills they've got and where they rank in relation to many different stats. So this is all in this tab here, in case you didn't know. Outside of that, I mean, really about the only other thing you can adjust, obviously you can change, for example, if let's say you want to message the leader, you click on that button. Of course you can add, go to the rally tab. If you want to auto join rallies, you could just hit auto join. So let's say I want to join a minimum level of 1 and I can just hit auto join. And now if anybody does a rally, I'll be able to join it. Of course, you can also gather resource tiles and such from there. So like here, okay, we're done doing the research. I can dump into that, and then we can continuously develop down the tree. Of course, you can also, check or uncheck whether or not you want people to know whether you're buying packs in the game in the gift tab. Of course, the develop tab will tell you like where you can get points, which you can use to get honor coins and prosperity trumpets, which then upgrade your. Of course, if you click on this down here, so like for example, you look at your contribution rank and see how well your alliance is doing in relation, as well as any of the contribution points that you currently have. You can also go into progress and kind of see where you are in terms of like what tier of gang you are and different things that you'll get as you progress up through the game. Something else that comes to mind, a lot of people will wonder is, well, what gangs are out there? You can always go to the gang list and that'll tell you where they're all at. Of course, if there's any helps or anything, you can go through here. Then there's the shop. So the shop in here, you can go to the coin shop and then you can basically purchase things with coins. And depending on the level of gang you have, you'll acquire more and more. You can always go to the exchange. Let's say you have items that you don't need. You can convert them over into coins that way. Outside of that, I mean, that's really about all there is to say or do about it as far as gangs are concerned. But if you have any more questions in regards to this, feel free to ask. Because right now I'm running my own gang. We've got 34 members already. I'm currently still looking for more active members, and I'm ultimately open-minded. So if you are interested in joining the Alliance, let me know. DM me in game, and I'll be happy to bring you in if you are interested in trying to game without me and or with me. Needless to say, though, this is pretty much all you need to know as far as gangs are concerned. Again, a lot of it being territory. You're basically going to be wanting to establish areas of control, and then you're going to have to eventually enforce it. And you can do everything from like super turrets, where you can like basically set up defenses. And it becomes a lot more relevant as like you begin to get into more of the PvP aspect of the game. But again, a lot of that stuff, as far as like buildings go, it's almost very straightforward when you go to the build tab, so that whenever you are wanting to add gang structures and such, that you just look and hover it and it'll tell you. And that's really all you need to know as far as gangs are concerned in Age of Apes.